Hey everyone, it's your girl Autumn with ADQM Solutions. And tonight we're doing a quick live. We're talking about vendors to members. So I just want to introduce everyone on the live and then also make sure that you turn on your notifications, follow ADQM Solutions, and get connected with us because we are doing big things in the community, which we'll also talk about today. So first I want to welcome on the call will be Luke Lewis. Hey, Luke.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
You want to tell anybody briefly what you do, who you are?
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Hey, everyone. I'm Luke Lewis. You can call me Cousin Luke. I am the Chief Service Officer of Layer 3 Network, where we do the heavy lifting to gain exposure for yourself and your business. Because as we mentioned before, your business could be awesome and amazing, but if a potential consumer finds your competitor before they get to you, then it could negatively impact you both. It could negatively impact them because they missed out on your awesome service and you missed out on some business. And at Layer 3, we feel like that's not okay. So we're here to help you go from obscurity to omnipresence.
Awesome. That's big. All right, so I'm gonna bring on Tammy. Kissed by Lacey.
Hey everybody, it's Tammy with Kissed by Lacey, where we believe that you deserve to be kissed. So we want to start by kissing your sense of smell with our organic scented candles. So we're making sure that everybody's covered, whether you need scented or not scented. So hit us up.
Awesome. And Miss Get You Together.
It is Miss Get You Together herself coming through the building. And I'm a master life coach and owner and chief trainer for Embrace You Training Solutions. We are a comprehensive training company who customize curriculum where we are able to either train your curriculum or we can build curriculum for you. Currently, we are offering several forms of life coaching certifications. If you're interested in being a life coach, you can look us up at embraceforyou.com, as well as you can look us up on Facebook under Embrace You Training, as well as Instagram under Embrace You Training. If you need a life coach, we got you covered. We have a team of about 30 coaches, whatever the niche is, whatever you're looking for. You don't have to look any further because Miss Get You Together, we got you covered.
Awesome. Dawn said, hey, on Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. Right.
So today we just wanted to talk really briefly about a project that we are doing. Encourage you to reach out if you're interested in getting more information, and then also talk about the aspect of vendor to member, which is pretty big. So with that being said, I'm going to welcome on one more person to the team, and that is Wadeline.
Hey everyone, my name's Wadeline Charles with Grandma Financial. I'm definitely happy to be here today. I am a full service accountant, helping business owners and individuals wealth up through life insurance, payroll services, bookkeeping, and tax services. So if you need any assistance, definitely feel free to reach out.
Awesome. So let's talk about the aspect of a vendor, and then also to what we want to do at OneBridge to a member. In general, I'll start by saying the unified front and the community aspect of putting it to be more or less than an event. We're looking at something that's consistent and providing the opportunity of a central location that's consistent. Does anybody else want to chime in to the overall aspect of a vendor to a member? I see, yeah.
You're saying,
sorry, I was writing. Okay, so I guess I'll share 2 cents really quick. There's a huge difference between a vendor and a member, the same way there's a huge difference between an acquaintance and a friend. When I am a vendor, I don't have any ties necessarily to the organization that's sponsoring the event. I'm not integrated into their systems. I'm not part of their communication usually. I'm pretty much just I'm tagging along and I'm paying a fee to do it. But when I'm a member, I am integrated in the communication. I am a part of a team, a group of individuals, walking in the same direction for a common purpose. So I think that's one of the big differences in my opinion.
That was good. I like that one. That was good.
Yeah, it was.
I think also when you think about the vendor versus member, I think it also has a lot to do with the vested interest. When you are a member of something, you are invested in the success of it. So you'll go extra hard for what you feel part owner of something. I know lots of time I've been the one to host the vendor events more than I have been the one to be the vendor because I'm a horrible vendor because I'm gonna be all over the place and my table gonna be sitting watching itself. But from areas of as far as the person who hosts the event, a lot of times you don't get the promoting that you would desire to have from vendors as to well when you are dealing with someone who's a member, they're going to promote in a whole different way. It's like if somebody give you a flyer and be like, hey, get this to somebody, it may sit in your car, but if it's one of your flyers, you're gonna hand them out to everybody. So I think one of the biggest difference is when it comes to the vested interest.
Absolutely.
I agree with you 100% on that. Because if you're like you said, if you're a member, you are vested because you need it you want it to succeed. And as being a vendor, if you don't want to go, you don't got to go. So I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah, I agree. I think often I love the vendor events because I'm able to go out and they actually highlight things that are going on in the community at different times, and you're able to get different exposure. It's so different, and you get to meet so many new people. But definitely seeing them consistently, I think, is the key to kind of bring me back to knowing where to find the ones I truly like and love, and maybe the products that they have as well. Because often I'm hoping that they're back at those pop-up events that sometimes they're often not, especially if they don't meet the deadline.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's so good that One Bridge is being launched because just like you said, like you go to these vendors events and you're like, yeah, I hope so and so's there because I want their product or because I had such a great experience before. So, our businesses are out there, which is great, but they're not out there all the time. So they're not readily available. So just
Right.
being able to have a space where, okay, I know that if I go to One Bridge that, hey, I can see this vendor's materials without trying to hunt them down around the town and hope they're at a vendor vending event. I mean, they do come by, and especially now, post COVID, or we're in COVID, so it's not even post. So, like, now that we're in COVID, it's like vendor events are not as common anymore. So, yeah, they come and so like finding that vendor that you really love is even harder. So I definitely appreciate, that platform is definitely necessary. One Bridge.
Yeah. So I wanted to show a quick picture of One Bridge. Y'all hear that? Some background noise. I don't know what.
Echo.
Yeah, I hear it too. It stopped now.
Is it me?
I don't think so. It stopped though. I was like, wait, am I hearing something? So I want to show a quick picture of One Bridge and just kind of explain what it is overall really quick and then go back on the topic for anyone just coming on or not aware of what's actually going on and what we're doing within the community in Jacksonville, but overall for businesses that need that opportunity and support in general. I'm just going to pop it up on the screen. Luke, if you want to just mention quickly what it is, we just kind of go for it. That's the only picture I got.
All right, no worries at all. So, One Bridge is so the concept of One Bridge is to use one building or one unit within a building to host an environment where small business owners, mostly product-based owners, but some service-based business owners can come together as a unified front and sell their products. Now, what it is not is a flea market sort of environment, and that's one of the reasons that Autumn is showing the picture so that you can picture how it would look with your products inside this establishment. At the end of the day, the goal is for us to assist in the propping up and the building foundation for small, medium, and startup businesses. A lot of times, the biggest obstacle is funding a unit inside of a mall or a plaza, or other financially based obstacles. So the goal and the purpose, the mission for One Bridge is to remove as many obstacles as possible in order to help small businesses prosper, even in an environment such as this.
Don't say we fancy. And you have to come out. Definitely come out, and I know you may know someone too interested, but definitely let's connect. Something that we're doing strategic is actually doing these lives for the next 2 more weeks regarding what we're doing at One Bridge. And then on Wednesday, invite only provides all the details, and then Saturday, and actually walk through the location. So definitely, the support of everyone is making this happen. So that's why we've committed to kind of do these lives to talk in general about it. So I respect the vendor aspect of it, and I think being a vendor provided me personally the opportunity to get out there and network, and also the opportunity to sell my product when I couldn't sell it. So with that being said, what would a member bring you being at One Bridge? Because everyone who's in One Bridge is going to be a member, not necessarily a vendor at all. So I definitely want to highlight the strength of being able to be a member versus a vendor, and just to show the different aspect a little bit more in detail.
I wanted to say something. When you're looking at being a member versus being a vendor is very temporary. It's for that moment. It's for that event, and it's done. Now, whether you get another event or not, like what Aline said, people may look for you, and you're nowhere to be found. Whereas being a member, now I have more time to be in one spot. I have people, I can let them know, hey, even if I'm not there, you can still go purchase, product, and this is where you go. And I send them there. Even if they order on my website, if they're local, I can send them to the store to pick up. That cuts me out of gas money. When you're a vendor, people call you. If they order and they're local, you're spending gas now to go to them to deliver. So it takes away a lot of that, and it gives them somewhere to go, and it keeps you there long term instead of that 4 hours and then you're gone again. And then you're jumping from place to place trying to find some place to sell your product or your service.
That's awesome. Is there ever a time that some events you try to get into you can't get into? Or
yeah, because they may have a capacity, or you end up with more than one person that sells the same thing that you sell. And if somebody is already there, a lot of vendors do try to filter that out, but sometimes they don't. I think you and Luke was talking about that it was either one of the meetings where y'all were saying that everybody has to list what it is that they sell or what they do, because you're not going to want the same products.
Right.
Again, because now somebody's going to be missing out right now. But that opportunity, just because it's not there at the moment, doesn't mean that it won't come for the other person, because like eventually, hopefully, you'll move on to bigger and better things, and that gives them room to come in to do the same thing that you did.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that, because that will be actually part of the lease agreement, outlining what your products are. And in the event that you bring additional products that were not listed in the initial agreement, we can have that conversation and see if it's a good fit, and move forward with that accordingly. But in the beginning, we need to make sure that that we're not having 4 or 5 people selling lip gloss, and they're all too similar. We want to make sure that we set up individuals for success. It's not about it's really not about us just trying to build a business. It's trying to create opportunity. So I know that may sound cliche, but that's really the foundation of the vision.
I agree.
One of the things that I was thinking about when it comes to membership is connectivity. When you're going to these vendor events, like you don't a lot of time know who's going to be there ahead of time. So energy is a whole lot to do with the way things come across. And so if you're next to somebody, y'all are not vibing, it will be an effect on how your energy is, how you sell your product and things of that nature. But if you are in connectivity with somebody, we're good alone, but we're better together. So if you got somebody who comes to buy product, the same product every time, eventually they're gonna look at yours. So now you have opened yourself up to another audience that you would not necessarily have had. Also, when it comes to membership, like membership has privileges, where if
Yeah.
you're a vendor, you go and you set your stuff up and you're only there for a certain period of time. But if you are a member of OneBridge, like your product is there to sell even when you're not. That was one of the things that Lucinda Cross had said at a conference I went to, is that your money needs to be making money even when you're not there. And having a place where your product can be set up, your product can be protected, your product will be tracked, your product will be available, even in those times when you can't be there to service it. So membership definitely has its privileges. And then when it comes to doing vendor events, like there's no set price. Like you can go to one vendor event and it's $25, and then you go to some other vendor event and it's $200. Becoming a member of OneBridge, you know what you're looking at. You're able to gauge and regulate what you need to do on a daily basis, in order to be able to cover your overhead and see your profit. But when you're a vendor, like you go in there real blind, like you may go in there and sell everything on your table one time, and then you may go in there and sell nothing. Or I mean, it's so hit and miss and you're not in control of what takes place. But being a member, that gives you some control over what happens.
I like that you actually brought that in as far as you can go to a vendor event. You don't have someone there providing the coaching and the help and support to actually help your business, because everyone's independent, everyone's there. So what we have here, all five of us active, doing everything, touching base. That's someone prices are off. That's Wadeline that, hey, let me, like, maybe we can do a consultation and a sit down, to look at this price to see to help best fit to make sure you're making what you need to be successful. It's talking about an appearance, helping to encourage or give ideas, and then also setting up a system. I mean, some businesses have never did inventory. So we want to be able to support the option and idea to be able to always support each other for growth, where it's that family aspect of it. It's not like, hey, I had to set up an hour before. I can't see I see what you're doing over there. I know something's not right, but I can't step away to kind of help you or connect with you. So I think actually at OneBridge, putting that opportunity to be able to communicate, help support each other, and everyone on the aspect of growing, because it's something continuous. Everyone's image is involved as well.
Absolutely. Now, so, being a member also allows for, like you said, the growth and the classes, the courses that will be offered through OneBridge, and to be a lot of places that even offer you to put, your item on their shelf, maybe. There are different places, that allow you to put items on yourself, but how many do hold like monthly classes where you can actually learn how to grow and operate your business more effectively and efficiently. So that's an important aspect as well. So making sure that yes, you're coming into OneBridge, you're here currently as a business owner, but how do I get to the next level? So OneBridge allowing that space and that opportunity to say, hey, we're going to teach you different things that you can learn to go ahead and move your business to the next level, so that you can someday own your own brick and mortar and move on a larger scale, because this is not the end for you. This is another stepping stone. So OneBridge being able to connect, that startup entrepreneur and them growing with OneBridge into a larger institution or corporation or company, however you want to slice it, and also the professionalism. So just overall, like being able to operate your business more professionally. So with your invoicing, your point of sale system, the way your display is, just allowing your client base, your customers to see your product displayed in such a way, like it opens you to a whole new audience, because you're no longer having to drive to their house to drop things off, or even having to buy a cheaper mailing product because you're trying to keep your product costs down. We have the little bags that they walk out the store with. You don't have to figure out like how you're going to ship it out to the client and make it look okay or decent, or is your packaging like crazy, right? So coming into OneBridge, it sets the bar as far as how to operate your business on a more professional scale. So more over Amazon. Yeah, exactly. Like Amazon, they're just okay, throw it in a bag, ship it to you. That's it. But but allowing that base of, hey, we're teaching you how to operate your business more efficiently and more effectively, and you're operating your business on a more professional scale as well. And the venue is also beautiful. So like
Absolutely. So, we mentioned earlier. Oh, that's a lot of. Okay. Yeah. So we mentioned earlier, staying away from the unhealthy competition sort of thing, because we're not trying to do that. We're trying to, for example, we're trying to make sandwiches, right? I'll use us five that's on the call for the example to kind of drive it home that we won't have five people selling bow ties all next to each other. So if Autumn is selling bread, I'm selling peanut butter, Tammy selling jelly, Wadeline selling milk, and Sister Get You Together is selling bread. Wait, did I say bread already? I don't know. But even if I did, bread and napkins. So the thing is, we want to put all of those things in the same building so that you can buy the different ingredients that you need. You can buy the different accessories that you would like, so on and so forth. So we may. Someone asked the question: is there a case where we could sell? We could have two businesses that are they're selling something similar? And the answer is it possible? Yes. Um, but they would have to be different enough. So, for example, if one person only sells white bread and the other person only sells pumpernickel bread, although they are both bread, they are different enough so that they don't have unhealthy competition. Um, Also, someone mentioned the that business will be still happening in your absence. So uh, that brings me to mention the value of having a few out of state a few out of state members as well. There are a few individuals who are outside of Jacksonville that will be that will definitely be members of One Bridge, and I say that because even if you are here in Jacksonville and you have a 9 to 5, you could still be sitting at your desk at Bank of America making money and selling products, or products are getting sold for you at One Bridge, and and you're making double the money in the same hour. So that's one of the things that we want to make sure that we provide. And for the benefit of individuals who will not be on site, um, the member portal that we are working on will allow you to log in and track your inventory. To log in and take a look and see, all right, well, I need to ship make another shipment to One Bridge because my inventory is getting a little low, so on and so forth. And so that is a business practice that we're going to be honing in on in order to help everyone create better habits in business as well.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And going back from what Wadeline said, so yesterday, well, working with My City Radio has been awesome. Yesterday, they played Breaking
Shout
the
out
New
to My
Artist.
City Radio.
My City Radio, yes, that plug. Yesterday, DJ Showbiz played New Artists for the first time. Most radio stations don't do it actually the way they did. One of the artists was reached out 4 different times because it was heard and seen, and they knew how to reference to and where to actually check it out at, which is on the Tuesdays and Thursdays Breaking the New, which was pretty big. But it gives me the mindset to also know and see you can grab someone's product or hear about it, but they can never locate or find that person back again. With a storefront opportunity, you can always come back. Oh, wow, I really like that. Wow, the opportunity to grow, to be placed in a major store company, it's there because they can come back to see, oh, she can handle the actual inventory. It stopped, or that business is really equipped and they have different styles, different fragrances. The ability to check out and see different things is big. And so that concept of when you talked about waddling the exposure, it definitely brings it to a standpoint to make that much bigger than what it is. Because the opportunity at One Bridge is just a start. To grow further, it's just the very beginning.
That's good. I
Absolutely.
was thinking about how when I first started coaching, I didn't have a location, so I would coach people anywhere in the park, in the car, uh, as I'm driving, Starbucks, Panera, wherever you wanted to meet, I would coach you. And then I remember someone approached me about being a part of a co-working environment. So like I never would have thought about going into an office setting because I was okay with coaching wherever until somebody approached me about being a part of a co-working environment. So then becoming a part of that co-working environment helped me to see that having a location is important when it comes to business and people being able to come and sit where you have business at. Um, Causes people to look at you in a different light. Doesn't mean that your product is any better. It just means that they look at you in a different light. And moving from there to having a space of my own is progress. So when I think about One Bridge, for those who may have never thought that having a storefront would be possible, um, being in a co-shared environment and getting the resources and the networking and the connection and the exposure that you'll be able to get by being a member can catapult you to having your own space. this will be an opportunity for you to gauge how your product is. It'll be an opportunity for you to learn some of the pitfalls. It'll be an opportunity for you to share best practices as well as to ask. If you see somebody whose product is always off the shelf, you have the ability to say, hey, your product is always off the shelf. Tell me what you're doing differently. And that's about being a member. So One Bridge is a stepping place to you getting your own brick and mortar. And it reminds me of the scripture that says, despise not small beginnings. So even though this is the beginning, they're not trying to hold on to you. They're trying to progress you.
And that's awesome. I see a post that came
I
in,
like that.
and I definitely want to drop it. I'm probably going to do a little leak. I think, Luke, as we get closer, we keep leaking a little bit more. But
That's cool.
uh, so my city radio is a local radio station, but internet based. So the expansion is nationwide. So I was able to get an 80 QM commercial on there. But what makes it pretty cool is where my city radio will be located as well, within One Bridge. Like the opportunity for businesses to be shopping and to hear your commercial to be played while you're shopping. I mean, that's pretty dope. The expansion of being able to have the reach that they have, whether it's Canada, whether it's California, to be on a national radio station and to get your commercial heard, it's big. You know what I'm saying? To generate, my website has like tripled since that commercial.
Wow.
So the exposure just to know and to the curiosity, my website should lead you to what I'm doing, but the opportunity to support that and then for them to want to be a part of the One Bridge to help those business owners, it's big. It's big for what we do, and it's big for it's big for everything we have going on to support. So Tammy, I didn't even hear the commercial. Tammy heard it. I didn't even know.
I know. And look, I didn't even recognize her voice. She said she did it, but it didn't sound like her. I was like, oh, love the commercial. She was like, huh? I was like, yeah, your commercial played. It was really nice. I might have to get you to do my commercial for me too, Autumn.
It was pretty cool. Like this mindset of it is you put yourself around people that see a vision and see a bigger scheme, but like different than you do, but it's growth. It puts you to actually get to that mindset and see so much more of what you ever envisioned. So being around all of y'all during the pandemic has taken me to the next level. And I see everybody else as well going to the next level. So we keep growing and we keep climbing. I mean, like we about to reach the top, but my uncle always said it best. Sometimes it's better to be at something when it's ground level, because as it grows and you're a part of that whole foundation, which makes it so big. It's not saying that this is mine, this is hers, it's ours, this is ours. We're a part of it. It makes it so big because we're a part of everything when it gets the acknowledgement that it needs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
So I got to hear this commercial.
Yeah. I was like, what? Radio stations is big. Like the kids were over yesterday and we had to call and they were like, what? The radio station. And then they were like so hyped to kind of hear and be part of it and to see it. But to be a part of that is big, but to me, it's hard to get a commercial on a radio station. Like it's really hard. They're actually supporting the opportunity for businesses just like ourselves to grow. So that's why I think it's so big for them to be a part of One Bridge and the plug that it has. Like it's something different, and it's something that everyone's not trying to do because they're going for big labels. They're ready to hit it with us at the ground starting to make sure they support the growth and the reach that they have with their reach. Like Jacksonville needs to be the plug to stop in. You stopping at, I got to check out One Bridge. This store got how many owners in it? Like I can get what? Like it needs to be the topic. Like for sure. Y'all have to check out mycityradio.com. And then they have the option in there. Or let me know and I'll definitely place you. I think we all need to be on something like that. It's big. It was big. When Tammy called me, I was like, what commercial? Huh? What you mean? And this is a DJ Showbiz. He's posting all the different areas of some of the common ones, but it's all over the U.S. All over.
Wow. City radio, yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I had to leak it, but that's just the one small leak. We have like several things we have not leaked. Like there's so many things that we have not mentioned of the opportunities there. But if you check out their website and you check out what they're doing, they support small businesses. So the interviews and opportunities that are there for exposure is going to be big for us.
I once heard someone say that we are the sum total of our five people, the top 5 people we are connected with. And when Autumn was talking about how we're all like, this pandemic has been good to us. And when you look at our focus 5, we had it.
I agree.
Connected, I'm telling you, get connected.
Yeah, I agree. We're doing, like, so many people in the community are doing big things. Everyone is so different. Like even Saturday, I went to so many different events to support, and I can tell you they were all so different. None of them were alike. But what they brought was so different to the aspect of everything everyone had to offer. If we all connected, do you know how much of a powerhouse we would be?
Oh yeah.
Man, like,
Takes a village.
like the village would be unstoppable. And I don't think nobody's doing it like that. Our city is too big to have so many resources, but to not be aware of so many different plugs and who has what opportunities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With no competition. I think oftentimes people are so afraid to connect because they're afraid someone's gonna steal what they're doing. Or they're competing. But like, the only person you really competing against is yourself. Like, you can't compete against anybody else because you're not equivalent. You're not equal. Like, it doesn't even add up. You can't
No,
compete.
she's speaking now.
Listen,
Somebody listen.
you cannot compete with anybody else. I posted yesterday and I was like, we've been given the measure of grace that we need. So you don't have to worry about or get consumed about what someone else is doing, because you have everything you need to be who you need to be. So that's the only thing we got to focus on. And when you start connecting and you begin to be in relationship with people, because all of our resources come from relationship. Jake said, if you have a lack of resources, it's because you have a lack of relationship. Everything you need comes from a relationship. Everything you need comes from a person. Build relationship. Build relationship.
I agree. That's important. And at One Bridge, I hope everybody comes in, you know what I'm saying, that walks in the door, whether they're purchasing, they're aware of building that relationship. You know, pinpoint and meet. Even on these calls on Wednesday, Luke, would you agree? I mean, the people coming on the call in different aspects, the connections that were made. The 10-year-old we talked to yesterday, that was big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That baby was
she made me want to step up my game.
Listen.
Yes.
That baby was articulate.
Like,
got to start young. Yeah. Start young.
Yeah. She was sharp. When I seen that, I was like, yeah, we on the right path, because the opportunity that even she has with that ability, with all of us supporting, you know what I'm saying? There can't be any competition. It can't be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I mean, so if you think about it as a young entrepreneur, you said she was 10 years old. I mean, she's 10 years old.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah. So think about this as a young entrepreneur. By the time she's 11 or 12, she's already selling products in multiple states. You know, and that's not just using the internet, because of course anybody could do it on the internet, but I'm talking about physical, tangible. She has a physical, tangible footprint in more than one state before she's 11.
Yeah. Did we mention she does pass product, but she's publishing a book to match her product?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's big.
But guess where it came from? Her mom is a business owner.
Yep.
And supporting in what she's doing. I mean, but the dialogue, like that's what I would like to definitely help and create and support.
Yes.
Yeah. That baby gonna be running my campaign in 2036.
Yes.
Why you gotta wait till 2036? You might as well just go on and jump in.
No. We don't want to microwave this thing. We gotta let it marinate like gumbo. Like got a lot of ingredients I gotta put in there first.
Okay.
I told my husband the other night, I was like, I think I'm going into politics.
Y'all can have that.
You think on one more thing.
Yeah. I think the ability to see everyone, and I personally want to reach out and extend. If you know anyone that knows a business, that knows somebody getting it, knows someone that has connections to a business, reach out to them and let them reach out to us. We can connect them. Like we are not about the community, the competition aspect. It's all about community. Like we want to help support. So Tammy's bringing on people. Michelle, Luke, all of us are looking to support each other. But we want to support each other with the growth of us all together.
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody that's even thinking about it, I'm gonna tell y'all, I thought about it, but then I was just like, you know what? Sometimes we have to step out of our comfort zone. And if you're scared, it's okay to be scared, because don't like they said, there's no competition going on here. Everybody's coming in to help everybody. So nobody's going to be in one bridge just directing traffic to one spot. Right. We're directing traffic to everybody, because I know I'm going to be up in there. So I'll be helping, hey, they got this over here. It's this over there. We got this over there. What you need? If you want this, you need to get this, and that, make it a whole move. You know what I'm saying? So don't be scared that nobody's going to be helping you out. Everybody's helping everybody out with this, and like there's no competition. Like Miss Get You Together said, your only competition. So get out your way and check it out. Think about it, because it's really worth it. And when you talked about being a vendor versus being a member, it comes down to, like you said, I go to this event, I pay this much money, and then don't nobody show up. And then the ones that do, they won't even look at you. So you didn't sell anything, but you lost that money. Whereas you go being a member, you're there. It's set. It's a set price. You got what you got coming in. So big difference right there. Big.
And we could work it. When to step your game up. You have time. If one day is not as you expected, you have a target. We have the ability to step our game up, do different things, marketing approaches to kind of keep on. But so many people doing the same way. It should be the opportunity where we look to transition so many businesses into their own, and we create more jobs than in general is being created within our community.
Right. And with Lucas and Autumn, if you got an idea, tell them, because they're open-minded. It's not one of those things where it's like, no, we're just going to do it this way and we don't want no input. They do listen. So if you got ideas of what can happen with One Bridge, they're there to listen.
And you know what? And I really appreciate you saying that. And you know what? Even if someone is a little scared, that's okay. Just don't be scared alone. Don't be scared by yourself. Come into a community. Because the thing is, courage is not the absence of fear or the absence of being scared. Courage is, even if you're being a little scared or you see fear, you still move forward. That's what courage is. So I feel like, I would like to say that the success is like Vidal Sassoon. So a lot of years ago, there was a commercial of hair care products, right? There's about Vidal Sassoon, and their motto is, if you don't look good, we don't look good. And I bring that up because we have a vested interest We have a vested interest in making sure that the business owners who are members of OneBridge excel and succeed. So although it is your business and we don't want to be in your business, the success of your business is part of our business, right? So if you are, if you, so that if you are having issues selling, if your product is not, if your products are not moving off the shelf, um, although it is your business, we will pull you to the side and say, hey, listen, what can we do to help? What are we missing? What's going on with your marketing? Although we're doing some marketing as well, you should be you should be also. So it's like, and it's not intrusive. It's more so of, if we see you hurting, we're not just going to stand by idly, right? So we'll come in and try to find out and match you up with someone who is successful in the area that you are that you need some improvement in, so that way we can move forward together.
So I want to post a picture again really quick, because I know we have some new people on as well, just to kind of show them. This right here is OneBridge, which we will be opening the first, and this is just half of the view of it, not even maybe half, but we'll be opening it
over 6,000 square feet.
Yep, 6,000 square feet, opening the first weekend in September, to be open 4 days a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So definitely an opportunity for businesses to jump on board, entrepreneurs to jump on board. No flea market up here. Looking at it now, nothing like a flea market. Hey, with businesses inside, it will not look anything like a flea market. It is an opportunity for businesses to transition from the aspect of being a vendor to a member, and then transitioning to being a member to their own. So we definitely want to make sure that we all connect as a community basis, a unified front, to definitely grow and support each other. There's so many opportunities. So if you see these actual, these invite onlys that we're posting every Wednesday, it's an exclusive invite only. So someone, you have to either ask for that Zoom information or be referred by someone to come in, and that's to hear all the information and details on it, and then to be referred to the actual walkthrough, which we're doing every Saturday. So we're not only telling you all the details about it, hosting these public Facebook Lives, which may not provide all the details, because we definitely want to make sure we know who is interested and support everyone that is kind of getting in and truly interested in the whole concept of OneBridge. But we're also doing a walkthrough on Saturday. And I will tell you, last Saturday, that walkthrough experience was everything. I think we hung around for what, 2-3 hours afterwards, like just talking and checking it out. Yeah, when you're putting in the time and effort and you really want to transition this, it's always good to observe. And you can see so much going on, which speaks for itself. So I know we weren't going to be long. I want to, chime in and see if anyone has anything to say. And then we'll see y'all hopefully on Saturday, and then on the next Wednesday call as well. I always know when you're going to make a move. I always know when Michelle about to come on. I don't know why. You know it.
I was gonna say, I was just sharing with Don this week that everything I do, just about, I do scared. So it's okay to be scared. It's not okay to be in fear. Fear will paralyze you and stop you from progressing. Scared to a point becomes healthy, because it lets you know that you got to make sure you are prepared and that you're relying on the correct resources. So don't let being scared be your reason for not doing something, because most of the ventures that I do, no, that's a lie. Everything I do, there's some level of scaredness. So don't allow being scared to be your reason for not trying.
That's big. That's big. And the comment came up, this is local location in Jacksonville, Florida. Yes, it's local in Jacksonville, Florida, and hopefully it becomes local in the other cities near you. Eventually.
Yeah.
Waddling, you have anything?
I think we touched on everything just about. I do want to leave off and say definitely make sure that you're on a Wednesday call, but also that the opportunity that it provides for business owners to focus on other avenues of their business without having to sit at a table vending for hours at a time. You think about how much time that alleviates from you, and you have more control of your time and what you do with it. So instead of sitting at a vending event, you have your product and at one bridge. Now you can focus on scaling your business in different ways, working on other aspects of your business to get it to the next level. So really making sure that you're taking advantage of the opportunity to move your business to the next level. Or if you don't have a business, create a business so you could get it into one bridge and wealth up. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely wealth up. Tammy, you have anything?
I'm good. I think I said enough.
Gotcha. I don't have anything. Luke, do you have anything?
Nope. Good to go. Locked, loaded.
All right. Well, we hopefully go ahead and message someone you're definitely interested in more information. Message anyone on this call and let them know you're interested. We can all get together. Our goal is to bring 30 people in on this Zoom discovery call. So I'm putting it out there. Luke, I'm saying it.
Yeah. Said it out
I'm
loud.
holding everybody accountable. We're trying to. The more we put it out there, that's what we're supposed to be doing. And then we're right on track. So yes, we're going high. That's because we want to show y'all how invested we are to make this work and to make sure we make wise decisions. We have different selections, different opportunities, and we all work together to wealth up. The support that we need to make sure it looks awesome. And then the tips and coaching and support to make it everything that needs to be and more.
Yeah.
How they say, positive vibes only. All right. Thank y'all for joining, and we look forward to talking to y'all soon.
All right
Good
now.
night, y'all.
Bye.